Now we're moving on to learn how to complete the square. Now, completing the square, okay, every student must look at it, how to complete the square. And this completing the square is actually got two methods. One is a is equals to 1 method, one is a is not equals to 1 method. So if it is a equals to 1, the coefficient of the x square is 1. If a is not equals to 1, look at the coefficient here, a square is not equals to 1. So I've written a long formula here. Now before we look at the formula, okay, this is B. Before we look at the formula, we should know that in generally how to solve a complete square, then you will understand the formula better. So let's take an example to solve this problem. So when you look at this example, this is the first example I'm doing, model 1, a equals to 1. You look at the coefficient of x squared is 1. So coefficient of x squared is equals to 1. So what you need to do, we're going to use square, bracket square, minus bracket square method. That means here you got negative 4. Do not disturb the negative 4. So the negative 4 here remain as negative 4. So this part, so remain. Don't disturb. Then the completeness square is only happening here. So the name of the method I'm using is a bracket square minus bracket square method. That means you put two brackets and square the brackets and minus the two brackets. So now, when you look at it, the formula, you look at the formula now. If here is x, then here is x. Look at the c. Here is plus c and here is plus c. Here is minus c and here also minus c. The same thing I did here. So here is plus minus 4, that's why here minus 4. Now, you look at the formula. Here is x, then x squared, but here is x. Therefore, here is x squared. Therefore, here is x. Look at the formula. Here is plus minus. Okay, here is plus minus 3. Plus minus, therefore here plus. Here plus, here plus. Here minus, here minus. So in our question, here is plus, therefore here is plus. Let's say if here minus, then here is minus. Then here is what? B. Okay, here is B. But here is BO2. So every time the coefficient of x is divided by 2. So what is my coefficient of x in this example? 2. So 2 divided by 2, so I write that 2 divided by 2. So the same value, you put it here. Here is BO2, therefore here is BO2. Okay, here is BO2, here is BO2. So the same value you substitute inside the second bracket. That's why here is 2O2, therefore here is 2O2. Now you actually completed a square, but you need to simplify this equation. Okay, we're going to simplify this equation. Therefore, this is going to give me x plus 1 square minus 1. 2 over 1 is 2, and 1 power 2 is 1, so minus 4. So my answer is x plus 1 square minus 5. Okay, this is the answer. This is how we're going to complete the square for the question, which is the coefficient of x squared is 1. Now let's take another example. So what I'm going to do here is y equals to x squared minus 5x minus 6, and here is minus 6, so I remain. This is minus 6. And here I'm going to factorize. Okay, here we're going to factorize. Okay, here we're going to factorize this part, x squared minus 5x. So I put the bracket square minus bracket square method. Okay, bracket square minus bracket square method. Now here is x squared, therefore here you write x. So here is x squared and this is x. Here minus, here minus. Here's b, now here answer is b over 2. So this is 5 divided by 2 is 5 over 2. And the same value repeat here, 5 over 2, right back. Now once you complete that, what you do? You simplify. So this equals to bracket x minus 5 over 2 square minus 25 over 4 minus 6. Okay, then you get x minus 5 over 2 square minus 49 over 4. So negative 25 over 4 minus 6 is actually minus 49 over 4. So now we have completed the question. So now we go to model 2. So what is a model 2 here? If you look at model 2 now, okay, if you look at model 2 now, what you can see is the question is talking about model 2 is y equals to 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. But the first value here, the coefficient of x squared is 2. Therefore, I need to eliminate 2. So let's look at the formula, what the formula says. Okay, if you look at the formula here, what we did here in this formula is, here is a, I'm taking out the a. The plus minus here, see here, I remain the plus minus c here. Because I take out the a, here remain x squared. So this is plus minus, therefore this is plus minus. If you're minus, then here minus, here plus, and this is b, but divided by a. So first step here, you know what I did? I factorized. Here I did factorization. Okay, I factorized. So I'm going to do that to my question first, before I can continue the formula. So this is my question. So first thing, I'm going to factorize out the 2. So I get this is equals to the 2, I factorize out. Then I open the bracket. Then I close the bracket. Then I have a plus 3 here. The plus 3 I remain as plus 3. Because I take out the 2 out, therefore what is remain here is x squared minus 8 over 2x. Because you take out the 2, then here the value is divided by 2. So now we simplify this, you'll give us 2 open bracket x minus 4x plus 3. Now we are ready to solve the question. So since here is 2, so I'm going to write the 2, the bracket inside, close the bracket, here plus 3, then plus 3. Now the inside the bracket, now the coefficient is a 1. Now I can apply the bracket square method. So bracket square minus bracket square method. Now we can solve the problem. Since here is a x squared, here is x squared, therefore here is x. Here minus, here 4. Now I'm going to solve, here become 4 over 2, here become 4 over 2. Now simplify. So this equals to 2 open bracket x minus 2 square minus 2 square close bracket plus 3. Because 4 over 2 is 2. Then we solve again. X minus 2 square minus 4 close bracket plus 3. So what I'm getting here is, this time this, I got 2 x minus 2 to the power of 2 minus 8 plus 3. Now lastly, what we got? This equals to 2x minus 2 square minus 5. So that will be the answer for the question. So now we have complete the square for the model 2, question number 1. So let's do one more example for model 2. So now with knowing this, can we look at the formula now? If you look at the formula here, you see here, I got b over a. Now I'm applying the bracket square minus bracket square, and the b over a I divide by 2. So that's why we got b over 2a. So the same value I substitute here, then I simplify. So of course you cannot remember these formulas, then you follow my square minus bracket square minus bracket square method to solve the problem. It's much more easier. Okay, let's look into example 2. Okay, example 2. So what we have here, you have the problem here is you have a 3 here. So I'm going to factorize the 3. I'm going to take out the 3, open bracket, close bracket, then the last value is plus 2, I'm going to put there plus 2. If it is minus 2, then I put there minus 2. Now we have here what we remain, we take out the 3 out, means here you got x squared minus 5 over 3x. So the value which I take out here is divided by here. That means I got 5 over 3. Now I got next step, the 3 is here, open bracket, close bracket, plus 2. And since the inner part here is actually in the form of completing the square with the coefficient of 1, so I'm applying bracket square minus bracket square method. Therefore, here is x, here is x. Here is minus, then here is minus. Here is 5 over 3, so we take 5 over 3 divided by 2. That means we got 5 over 3 times 1 over 2. So this gives me 5 over 6. That means this value is 5 over 6, then this is 5 over 6. Now we open up the bracket. This equals to 3, open bracket, okay, open bracket, then x minus 5 over 6, and you square this, you got 25 minus 36, close bracket, plus 2. Now open some more. This equals to 3 times this, we got 3 times x minus 5 over 6 square minus 25. See, 3 times 25 over 36, and 36 and 3 can cancel off, then this gives you 12 plus 2. So now what we got? 3x minus 5 over 6 square. This negative 25 over 12 plus 2 is actually equals to negative 1 over 12. Use calculator to calculate this part, so you get negative 1 over 12. So this is now the form of completing the square. So now we have actually completed and learned how to do completing the square.